Hey guys, welcome back again to another episode of Behind the Gear. Here again with our co-host here, Tony.
Thank you.
And also our special guest, James from Wilson. Welcome. Welcome. Cool. So James, just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of your role with our partnership here at Player Sports and where you work.
So my name's James. I work with Bruton Wynyard. We're a distributor for quite a lot of sport brands in New Zealand. Wilson being a key one. So we'll talk a bit about that today. We've got GM Cricket, ASICS as well. And my role spans across account manager for ball sports for the North Island.
Awesome.
So that's looking after accounts like Player Sports with, as I said, brands like Wilson, GM Cricket. We've got Unicorn Darts. We've got Wilson spans across golf as well, and a whole heap of golf brands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Cool. So Wilson, we can't come across Wilson without talking about Roger Federer.
Yep.
And recently, Wilson has put out a new racket, the Roger Federer Classic. Can you touch on this and the specs and?
Yeah. So the RF Pro Classic that I've got here, this is, I suppose the cosmetic is inspired by the Encode 61 Tour 90, which is what Federer used in his dominant era from 04 to 06.
Wow.
So 25-year career, 20 Grand Slams, 8 Grand Slams over that 04 to 06 period.
8 slams in just 2 years?
Yeah. And that Encode 61 Tour 90 is I suppose an icon of that era. So the cosmetic of this is inspired by that. Spec-wise, it's different. So over his career, Federer designed or was involved in the design of 4 different frames. So the original 6.0 with the Pro Staff, then the 6.1 Encode, and then the Pro Staff 97, which had 20 different color variants over the years. And towards the tail end of his career, he designed the RF Legacy.
Yes.
So something a bit more playable, where you could be, stack up against aggressive baseline players. Yeah, we often say that Federer is the #1 seller of Wilson in New Zealand, followed by Tai here. So he's our man when it comes to Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've painted Wilson on my heart.
Yeah,
for sure. So you've got about 6 racket lines within the Wilson range. You've recently just come out with the new Ultra racket.
Yep.
Can you kind of just walk us through kind of the new design, what you've changed from the previous model, and what this new Ultra entails? Yeah,
for sure. So Ultra V5 just relaunched on the 15th of July. So it's quite recent. Quite a different cosmetic from the V4. So it's that electric indigo blue. Stands out quite a bit. What do you guys think of the color?
Cosmetic looks so nice.
Yeah. Performance-wise, look, it's marketed as a baseline power-orientated frame. So you've got a thicker beam. It's 26.5 mil in the throat, and then it tapers up to 24 at the top of the hoop.
Wow.
So it is a little bit stiffer than other frames in the players' frames that we do. But in saying that, compared to the V4, which you asked me what if they changed, they've added a little bit more flex both laterally and horizontally. So Wilson have looked at flex in this model called SI3D. So somebody might just say, flex, a racket's flexible or it's stiff. SI3D is you're looking at your lateral bending for spin orientation,
and the
horizontal for dwell time on the string bed, and then the last part of the SI3D is torsional stability, so how much it will twist if you hit off-center strikes. So compared to the V4, they've made it a little bit more flexible horizontally and laterally.
So say a customer was to walk in store and they were looking for a racket with kind of more control. You touched on this is like the power side of the Wilson rackets, but control, a player was looking for that, where would you steer them towards?
Yeah, you should know all about that, mate. So Tai plays Blade 98.
Yes, sir.
So more control and position, you're probably looking at Blade 98 and the Pro Staff range. Blade 98, given the amount of tour dominance, how prominent it is in ATP and WTA, it's what we're finding demand for in New Zealand at the moment. So 16 by 19 string pattern, 305 grams, a thinner beam than obviously the Ultra that we talked about, that power orientated frame. Bit more flex to be able to shape and control the ball around the court. Yeah, what's your experience playing with it?
Man, the 16 by 19 Wilson Blade 98, man, it's an all-court type of racket from what I've noticed. It feels so good at the net, feels nice. Baseline play as well. I use a one-handed backhand, and so when I'm stroking the ball from my one-handed backhand side, it feels easy, feels smooth, and it's just easy to control the racket. Especially when I'm swinging through the air. Like, I don't know if the racket was designed that way, but the aerodynamics of the racket when it goes through the air, it just feels nice and smooth. It feels good.
Yeah, control is the key word there. Like it's being able to shape the ball and move it around the court. Exactly. How it is. Are
you able to, because I know the blade also comes, and possibly many other rackets as well, they come in different like string patterns. There's a 16 by 19 as well as 18 by 20. Could you possibly touch more on kind of the differences between the string patterns?
Yeah, so there's actually 4 blades in the franchise in New Zealand. So we've got the Blade 98, which is 16 by 19, and 18 by 20 if you want a denser string pattern. There's also the Blade 100, which is 300 grams, so 5 grams lighter than the 98, and then the 100 light at 280. So there's quite a few frames in the light franchise, like the Ultra 100 light is 280, the Blade 100 light is 280. It's for, high performing juniors that were using a 26 that want to move up to a full frame, but they want something a little bit lighter. So I think the beauty of so much in the Wilson franchise is you can fit a player to a frame, and by coming to here or coming to Merton Road or Onehunga, they'll be able to get that experience and get properly fitted for a frame that's good for them.
Cool. So Wilson, sponsored athletes. We have many.
Biggest one sitting right here, mate.
Yes, sir. Can you touch on just your sponsored athletes, like within the possibly top 10, top 20, top 100 within the world?
Yeah, I mean, like having tour presence and tour validation that's what consumer sees on a day-by-day basis on ATP and WTA. I mean, number 1 in the world, Sabalenka using the blade. We've got Sipitas using the blade. We've got Tai using the blade.
You've got Alex de Minaur using the blade.
Alex de Minaur has actually just moved to the Ultra V5.
Has he?
Yeah, so looking for
I did not notice.
So recent change,
power,
post Wimbledon. Obviously not, unfortunately, against Djokovic, didn't have the win there. But looking for a more power-orientated frame, and that's where he's landed.
Wow.
So exciting stuff.
No, that is.
So obviously I don't play tennis myself, not very good at it. I've played table tennis, still crap at that. But talking about pickleball, I do have a lot of people that play pickleball, and I do know a lot of church groups that play a lot of pickleball themselves. So can you talk to me around that range?
Yeah, interesting church groups, because a lot of that actually comes from influence in the States. So pickleball is the fastest growing sport in North America. And we're starting to see that translate through to New Zealand. It's an emerging sport here, but we're seeing dedicated facilities pop up in Kerry, Wellington. I think the ease of access as well. Like a lot of schools will, tape lines down and put in nets to get kids into the sport. So it's quite accessible. And we are seeing demand grow as a brand. The most recent product that we brought out is the Vespa range. 2 bats in this lineup. So you got the Power 14, which is a 14 mil core, and then the Control 17 is a 17 mil core. Aesthetically, quite nice.
Yeah, very much.
Big differences between the Control and the Power frame in the Vespa range is the Control has got a raw carbon face, so it's a fully carbon face, a bit more spin control, and then you got a hybrid face in the Power 14, so that's a mix of fiberglass and carbon fiber. Big change on these as well if you've got a one-piece mold around the bat, so you get consistent control and feel across the entire bat. And then you'll notice the throat as well, that there's it's a new design that you don't really see in a lot of pickleball bats. So
is that coming from influence from tennis, or?
Yeah, good question. A little bit. It's all about weight distribution. It can help with vibration dampening as well. Some of that can be sourced from the tennis.
I noticed you talked about carbon fiber and fiberglass. obviously I don't know a lot about tennis or the frames.
Yeah.
So why do they use that in tennis frames as well, or no?
So tennis is in our top end. It would be graphite.
Yep.
But it's a good question. So there's a lot of proprietary technology that is in older, like Clash V2, that's now in the Clash V3, it's in the Ultra V5, is the carbon 45 technology that Wilson invented. So it's the way that they layer the carbon at a 45-degree angle. It allows for more stability. It allows them to play around with the torsional twisting of a frame. So, you know, not the same materials, but there's some logic in the technology that's being used.
Obviously, as you know, James, we do have a tennis pro shop. Player Sports runs a tennis pro shop out in Merton Road, just out in St. John.
Bit of change of scenery for you.
Yeah. So as you know, previously I used to work over there full time with the tennis pro shop, and that is where all of our stringing is done. So our stringing of tennis rackets, squash rackets, badminton rackets, and I know that Wilson, they also have their kind of own strings. Are you able to like touch on the Wilson strings or the Luxilon range that they have over there?
Yeah, I mean, Merton Road, great facility. Again, go out there, you'll get sort of expert service and expert advice, find out the right tension that you want your string at, find out the right string for you. You know, we've got, in Wilson, we've got price point options with Sensation. You know, you can get some Singut strings out there as well if you'd like. But I think most of our demand is in the Luxilon space. Again, you talk about tour presence and dominance on tour. It's such a fantastic product that, you know, if you're looking for the right fitted frame, then go and get the right string for you out there as well. So we've got Alu Power 4G, Element Black, Alu Power Vibe. The list is endless. So.
Cool. Just a brief background about me and how I got involved with Wilson. So played tennis and happily sponsored by Wilson. I used the Blade 98 16x19. I used the Luxilon 4G. I'm the type of player that loves control, and I feel like whenever I'm at the net or whenever I'm back behind the baseline, control is like paramount for me. But a
bit of rugby as well.
Bit of rugby as well.
And how about yourself? Take hope from that side.
Just play rugby myself. I've dabbled in various sports, but just rugby mainly. I'm trying to make the best out of that I can, but
Do Ireland beat the ABs in the next game?
If it's a quarterfinal, definitely not.
Oh, here he is.
It's a quarterfinal, definitely not.
Just to be sure, I intentionally set myself up for that one there, just to give you guys a bit of a laugh. Take that as an easy win.
All good.
Have you been watching much of the Lions?
A little bit, eh? Yeah. It's
winning streak, eh?
It's good to watch, but watching Owen Farrell is a bit of a sore point for me. I can't do it, eh?
I've never liked him, to be
fair.
But
I mean, he's a great player.
He's a great player,
like,
but I've never liked him.
If you just look at it through a lens of just like rugby player.
Take that little smirk away from
other than that,
the pre-kick, and it's all right.
100%.
But his old man Andy is a bit of a legend, so you gotta support the family.
100%.
So thank you guys for tuning in again for another episode of Behind the Gear. Huge thank you to James for pulling through and just showing everyone what Wilson is about, what they do for us here at Player Sports. And again, thank you to Tony, and hopefully we'll see you guys at the next one.
See you guys.